Please don't watch this video and consider me any kind of an expert on this. I am not. I am just experimenting with my free time, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just starting this whole Waterslide decal journey. So don't consider this a tutorial. It's not. I'm just letting you be a fly on the wall to watch my silly experiments. Thanks. Some of you guys wanted to see how I made these decals for what I'm trying to do for the Singer 29-3 that I have. And the first thing I did is I had a person generously offer a photo of the decal that's on the machine, and she had a much better version than I did. So I brought it into Photoshop and traced it. And then I printed it on Waterslide decal paper. It's clear Waterslide decal, and it's by Hayes Paper Company. And this is reversed because the whole thing is going to be put on this way. Once I had it printed, I took that same file and I imported it into the Silhouette design space. Silhouette is a die cutting machine, which I don't really know how to use, but I've been experimenting with it. So I brought the photo in and I traced it inside of the software program. And then I offset the cut line so that it came inside the black lines, if you can see here. By doing that, I can put a stencil over this piece of paper and only put silver over the gold areas and leave the silver off of all the white so that I could make a clear border. So once I made a stencil, I made the stencil out of contact paper, which is actually too sticky, and I ended up pulling off some of the clear coat on this decal paper. So next time I would probably do something like dust it or something to make it less sticky. But I put the contact paper on and I sprayed it with the silver using super light coats, like just tiny coats. This is what I used. So I just basically dusted it, and then I fanned it with a piece of cardboard until I could see it just like drying. It dries in like 20 seconds. Did it again, dried it, did it again. I think I did about 5 or 6 layers, and it got pretty shiny. So then you need to clear coat it. So, and that's before you cut it out, you need to clear coat this whole sheet. So I used this. And I don't know if this is the right thing to use or not. It was just an experiment, and it worked, I think. After I clear coated it with 3 coats of the satin clear enamel, I sat down with an X-Acto knife and I cut around the edge. And I left about an 1/8 inch or maybe 3/32 or so around the edge so that I can have a clear border. That way the silver, when it's on the black, you won't see the silver around the periphery of the cut. So what I'm going to do is try to do this in front of you, see how it works. It was suggested that you use a scrap of the decal paper, and I needed to clear coat this too because you need to be able to slide it off in one piece. If you don't clear coat it, it just is going to turn into a glob of goo. So I have room temperature water right out of the tap. What's going to happen are these are going to curl up. I'm going to do the scrap. I'm going to get a head start on the scrap, and then I'm going to do the real decal. And I have this trash can that I don't care that much about, so I'm going to put the decal right here because I don't have anything else black to test it on. Anyway, so we're going to put this in. It's going to curl up immediately. This goes in for, I leave it for about 30 seconds, just until it starts to relax. Sorry about my sniffles. And then I'm going to put the Singer decal in. So after about 30 seconds, the scrap is going to be in there for about a minute at that point. I'm going to pick it up and test it to see if it's going to start to slide. And it is not sliding yet, but I can see some of it separating. I'm going to put it back in. Well, we'll see how long it takes. The water is a little cold. I did find that the warmer the water is, the faster this goes, and it kind of went faster than I was comfortable with, so I'm using colder water. There we go. Okay, so now it's starting to come off. So I'm just gonna take this and slide it onto the table. Now there's glue on this side and this side. And we need to get some glue on here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of slide it around on the one that's already been taken off, which is glue side up right now because we didn't slide it out from underneath. And I'm gonna put it on here. I'm just gonna squish it around, get glue on all parts of it. And figure out which side's up. Okay, this side's up. Make sure there's lots of glue there. I'm going to use this little makeup brush because it's kind of gentle, just to kind of get the first bit out. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Gotta watch those little pieces that come out the side. Slide it all off. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's see if we can't fix that. Well, I think I ruined this one. This is why we practice. Stick that in. Might have been good if I hadn't done that. And then you're supposed to just kind of blot the water away. I'm just kind of squishing the glue out from underneath a little bit, just to get it to stick down a little farther, I think. Again, you know, I'm just experimenting too. I don't really know what I'm doing. All right, so we'll just let that sit there for, I don't know, half a day and come back and see how it looks. All right, thanks for watching.